teachers, friends that believe in you. You have to surround yourself with people that are positive, not the naysayers. They believe in your dream. I think that's the number one.
In fact, in the book, you actually talk about building a team around yourself and getting rid of negative people. Not literally. Got the investigative reporter over here. but how important is it to have a good team around you?
You know, I was so lucky because I did have a supportive family, and my coworkers and everyone I knew supported. But I have met so many women who've gone through terrible crisis, and families go, husbands divorce, and they do struggle with this, and I think that team building is important, that you've got to go to people who can help you, whether it's doctors or friends or a sister or whether it's a real relative or someone who feels like a relative.
Family.
Yeah.
On that note, I do have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about invincible moments. I want you to really think about your life and what an invincible moment in your life could have been. We're going to share some of ours when we come back. Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Lynn Doyle. This is It's Your Call. We are talking about a new book that's out by Janet and Vince Papali. It's called Be Invincible. And in it, they give you some suggestions, a so-called playbook for life. Some of their suggestions include seeing your vision and making a plan, mastering the fundamentals, being ready to reinvent yourself, to stop fearing failure, and to analyze, adapt, and achieve. So if you want more advice, you have to get the book. We are also inviting you to share your so-called invincible moment. What was it in your life that perhaps shaped things, changed you, made you who you are today, put you on the path that you're on or the journey? So we'd like to hear from people. We're getting all kinds of response from our emails and from
what we want to
Facebook.
know, Lynn, is what your invincible moment is.
My invincible moment. Ooh. Well, I think at 54, you probably have had more than one, I hope. I think probably when I was turning 40, like people normally fear that age, but my father had died when I was a young girl at 40, so I think when someone has died at that age, a parent, if you just reach that age, you feel really fortunate. So when I was 40, instead of fearing it, I decided to embrace it, and that's when we created this show. I wanted to do something that made a big difference in the lives of people, so we created the show, and we're in our 15th season now, and I'm still embracing age, and I created 50 and Fabulous so that people, particularly women, would not be afraid of age, but would rather say, we're better than ever.
That is an invincible moment.
You think that's it? Does that qualify?
Well, you know what? Because it's probably scary a little bit. You know, you're not sure it's going to work, but here you are.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure it was going to work.
But here you are. And
it's gone through a lot of changes and evolution, but that's what life is all about, right? And as the Papali say, we've got to reinvent ourselves in order to stay relevant.
That's it. Stay what we were talking about backstage, but and also facing your fears. And that's part of it, overcoming the fears, facing them first. What are they? And then overcoming them makes you invincible. So.
Hey, well, next book. Maybe I'll do the next book.
The next one is The Invincible Kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, Luann understands this because when you're on television, you actually admit how old you are. Years ago, we never ever did that,
That's
particularly women.
A lot still don't. I do too. I'm right there with you, same age.
Now we, now we actually talk about it and embrace it and say, hey, nothing wrong with being 54.
Are you kidding? I'm thankful for every moment, really.
Although I do have to say I'm starting to lie up. I'm starting to say I'm 60, and people say, damn, she looks good. Luann Kahn, so great to have you here. Thank you so much. We're going to be seeing Luann later on in the month. And of course, you can always check her out on NBC 10. And thank you very much, Janet.
Thank you very much.
Papali, Be Invincible. And hey, before we go, speaking of our 15th season, I want to congratulate our staff and crew on winning its 10th Emmy here on It's Your Call. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you.